have to use Center for Development and Enterprise. Okay. Then the title of the report, okay, South Africa's education crisis, the quality of education in South Africa, 1994 to 2011, place of publication, who is the publisher, would be the organization, the Center for Development and Enterprise. Conference papers, again, as I said, these are important because academics and researchers present information at various conferences. They may not necessarily be compiled into a book or into a journal, but they are available, sometimes online, etc. So again, surname and initials of the person, okay, the year, the title of the paper presented at, the name of the conference, and then the place. Okay, so we see that Langtry C and Breyer J were the authors. 1991, the title of the paper is Early Data on the Trauma Symptom Checklist for Children. Okay, that's the abbreviated title there, TSC. -C. The paper was presented at the Conference of the American Professional Society on the Abuse of Children. Where did the conference take place? In San Diego, California. So theses and dissertations, you may want to refer to research done by other students, okay, who have completed their studies. And generally, theses and dissertations are available in libraries, sometimes online libraries, but mostly you would find them in university libraries, if you have access to those. Okay. Same convention, surname, initials, year, the title of the thesis or dissertation, then the type of dissertation. Okay. So, is it master's? Is it doctoral? Is it postdoctoral? Okay, so those are generally the types of dissertations that you would come across. Okay, and of course the place and the university. The university is regarded as the publisher. Okay, so if it is a published dissertation, there we go. We've got Bevans, GD, 1987, Theory and Practice at an Australian University. It was a doctoral dissertation. Its place of publication was Montreal, and the publisher is McGill University. Okay, unpublished dissertation. So this, when students produce masters and doctoral dissertations or theses, they are bound copies. Okay, so they're printed off and they are bound. Okay. They do not have an ISBN number because they are not formally published. Okay, but universities retain copies of these unpublished dissertations. Okay, so we go little p, okay, that's my author, 1965, helplessness, depression, and mood in an end-stage renal disease. Okay, then unpublished doctoral dissertation. So you need to have that unpublished in there. That is important so that people know that it's not going to be widely available. It's going to be specifically found at Wits University in Johannesburg. Okay. Newspaper articles. For the most part, as I said, you are unlikely to refer to newspaper articles. Generally, you know, they do tend to be a little bit more sensationalist, and newspaper articles are there because, you know, the news is current, and so it is updated all the time. So in your research, you are going to be looking for facts and statistics, etc., that are true for a much longer period of time. Okay. So how do you know whether or not it is appropriate to use a particular newspaper article? And you can judge by asking various questions. So, is the author an expert in the field? Okay. Do they draw on other sources to substantiate the ideas that they put forward? Do they offer a balanced, unbiased view of the topic under discussion? Okay, so generally we could look at something like the Mail and Guardian as a reliable newspaper or credible newspaper. Cape Times would not. Okay, or the Star would not be considered credible newspaper. Okay, I don't even know, is the Star even in existence anymore? Is that not a Johannesburg-based newspaper? I can't remember. Anyway, okay, so sorry.
I was gonna ask if it's not nationwide.
Okay, so Mail and Guardian is nationwide. I think something like the Star is fairly confined to Johannesburg. You can get copies, or used to be able to get copies. I haven't bought a newspaper in many years. So, right, end text. Stain L, there's my author, 2015. Okay, the title of the article, Steel Crisis Spurs State into Action. Okay, Mail and Guardian, there's the name of the newspaper. 15th of July, that is the date of that's the newspaper article, or the newspaper article was published, and then available at, there is my URL or my web address and the date that I accessed the article. Internet articles, this is where you need to pay attention, because in modern research and writing, the internet is such an important source for students. You are able to access far more than going into a physical library, and it saves you from necessarily buying books, etc. That you would want for the research. Okay. So although they say here they're talking about internet articles, you can actually get entire books on the internet as well. Okay. So end text, again, surname, initials, if applicable, or the name of the organization, the year, the title of the article, then online, because this is only available online. You cannot go to a bookshop and get a physical copy of this. You cannot go into a library and take this particular article out. Okay. So again, that online, appearing within squared brackets. Okay, available at, web address, and then the date that it was accessed. And the example they give us here, Howell J. 2002 is my year of publication. The title of the article, A Style of Leadership That Really Delivers, online. Available at, there is my URL or my web address, then accessed 13th of November 2005. Okay. Right, so let's look at this. So, surname and initials. Who wrote this? Any ideas? Who is the author?
I cannot see a name of a person, but it's an article for that African Development Bank group.
Okay, good.
Maybe I'm not sure.
Okay, so we would use the name of the organization because we do not have a clear person as the author. So the author would then be the African Development Bank Group. Okay, when was it published?
2011.
Okay, good. Yes, 2011. Okay. Title of the article is easy: How Africa's huge renewable energy stores could help bridge power gap. Okay. Then online, available at, web address, okay, we've got that up at the top, okay, the whole HTTP, and please, you need to have all of that. Okay, so the easiest way to do this would be in your not the search bar, but up at the top of the page, is just to right click and copy the web address, okay, and then paste it in, okay. And then, of course, my date that it was accessed, which was 1st of August 2015. Okay. And there we go. That's the solution to this. And you can see very clearly how everything from the URL is included there. Okay. Now, a reference list, and I've spoken about this a few times through the morning. Okay, so your reference list is at the end, also known as a bibliography. Okay, current convention is that we refer to it as a reference list. Now, there are certain important things that we need to be aware of in a reference list. Okay, so any work or all work that you have referenced in the body of your text, so within your own writing, okay, every single work that you have referenced needs to appear in the reference list. Okay. Very importantly, and I know it sounds easy, people struggle with this. The reference list needs to be in alphabetical order as by surname or organization name. Okay? And it needs to follow the format, okay, that we have been through in this presentation. Okay? Very importantly, referencing needs to be consistent throughout. Okay, so all book sources must have identical formatting, all journal articles must have identical formatting, etc. Okay. And here we can look. These are the examples that we've used. Okay, so we know that alphabetically, African Development Bank, there's IA, okay, Daily HE, okay, Duma, then Mankiw, then Parkin, then Rosenberg, then Varma. You can see how they're all listed in alphabetical order, regardless of the source, okay, or type of source. So it doesn't matter whether they're books or journals or internet articles, they are all listed in alphabetical order by surname or name of organization. Right. Questions on referencing?
I think you basically covered everything. I think maybe we have to
Garrett, no questions per se at the moment. I just have a query, but it's busy with the management from Bramfontein. Is it possible to email me those notes because I cannot access my class for some reason?
Okay, so there are notes available on my class. Okay, but if you're not accessing my class, are you able to access your student email?
Oh, I'm not.
All right. Okay, Connie, can I ask you to then please send me an email, and I will email notes to you, the notes that I have made available on my class. Okay, I unfortunately, like the presentation today, I can't email to you simply because it is far too large. Okay, it won't, the file won't go through.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
Okay, so Connie, do you have my email address?
No, I do not.
Okay, so it's quite simple. It's my name, Gareth, then dot, then my surname, Nash, Nash, and at damnon.co.za.
Noted. Thank you.
Okay. Guys, any other questions? Speak now. Yes? No? This is your time with me.
Nothing from my side because I'll use the notes from my class to go through all these, the whole presentation, plus also the recording as well.
Okay, so that's fine. I will make sure that the recording is put into a format and then uploaded to my class. I have put up abbreviated notes on my class around referencing and a slightly longer explanation of paraphrasing.
I think for me, this week's lesson, it just needs more practice.
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, that's what it is. It's going to be about practice, practice, until it just comes more naturally. Please don't be upset or angry if you don't get the referencing right the first time. It's something that requires quite a lot of concentration and, as we said, practice. Refilo, you've been very quiet today.
No question from my side, Gareth. Thank you.
Okay. All right. No comments or anything in general about RTAP? Bonan, you've also been very quiet today.
All is well, sir.
Okay. Right. Monica?
I'm good this side. Thank you.
All right. Candice?
Fine from my side, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our time here today. Okay. As I say, just please, it is practice. I understand that you're currently concentrating on FRRF. Try and get yourselves registered or booked for the RTAP exam as soon as possible, so that you have access to your research questions, and you can then start doing the reading around all of that. Okay.
Just wish our college was that quick. Done that already, but yeah, we still.
Okay. Your FRRF exam is, you said, in July.
Yes, on the
Yes, 8th of July.
Okay. As I said last week as well, try and give yourselves as much time as possible, or as is reasonable to complete RTAP. It is a process. Try and get other people to read as you've worked through things. Commence writing with chapter 2, because that is going to inform what goes into chapter 1, and then guides what is in chapter 3, chapter 4, and of course your conclusion, which is chapter 5. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. It has been interesting to work with you. You're also welcome to email me with any questions, or if you need guidance on something. As I forewarned you last week, I quite often don't get to reply the same day. It might only be 2 days later, simply because of the volume of emails I get, and the other work that I'm busy with as academic manager. Enjoy your long weekend.
Thank you.
Okay.
You too, Gareth. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Saving and transcribing. Research and theory methods. View